everyone, and welcome to Faith and Yoga at St. Bartholomew's. I'm Dixie, and I'm here with my husband Fred Brillhart, Aaron Porter, and Glenn Gobrecht to bring you today's yoga class. Well, we're going to focus on the Easter season today. And Easter is one of the most important Christian holidays of the year. It's a time to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, a time to connect. Remember, I like that word connect for the year. A time to connect your faith and relationship with the Lord. Easter comes in springtime, so it's a time of rebirth and new beginnings, and altogether a time to spend with family and friends. Having some of the traditions you had growing up, having Easter egg hunts, questions like, what's your favorite Easter candy? And how can we tie this all together for a good balance of faith, traditions, and family fun? Putting faith first works for me. Mixing in some music, movements, food, and activities for a good Easter day. Remember to be grateful, and don't forget to see the sunrise on Easter Sunday. So let's start by doing some breathing this morning. And we're going to do the breathing while we're going to warm up. So if you imagine the sunrise, I'm hoping it's going to be a beautiful Easter Sunday without rain. Who knows what it's going to be like. But let's get ready for a breathing session, imagining the sunrise. So as we take a deep breath in, let's let our arms come up. Deep breath, arms come up. And as we exhale, let's open up that sun and let it shine down. Next inhale, arms come up. Imagine the sun in all the glorious colors. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to do this 5 more times. Inhale in. Exhale down and around. Inhale in. Exhale down and around. Inhale in. Down. And I lost count a little bit, so let's do 2 more. Inhale in. Down. And 1 more. And down. That felt good just doing that. Next, so we had a little breathing. So next we're going to do a little bit of faith. I have given each of my yoga people here a Bible verse to share, and I'll ask if they come up, if they can just remove their mask when they read their verse so they can hear it, and we'll start with Fred.
My reading is from Matthew chapter 28, verses 5 through 6. The angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here. He has risen, just as he said."
Oops. Oh my goodness. Aaron, would you come up next?
Reading is from Mark 16, verses 2 to 4. Very early on the first day of the week, just after sunrise, they were saying to each other, "Who's going to roll the stone away from the entrance for us?" When they looked up, they saw that the stone had been rolled away, and it was a very large stone.
And I'll learn from Aaron to do this as well. I didn't spare my glasses, so Glenn.
Ephesians 1:20. God's power was at work in Christ when God raised him from the dead and sat him at God's right side in the heavens.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing your faith and those very meaningful Bible verses. They're some of my favorite ones. The positivity of these Bible verses as they apply to the Easter season. So next up, we're going to continue with 5 more of the sunrise breaths. So when you're ready, inhale, arm goes up. Exhale, down. Inhale, arm goes up. Exhale, down and around. Inhale, up. Down and around. Inhale, up. Down and around. And one more. Inhale, up. Down and around. And next, what we're going to do is I've scattered some Easter eggs here for a little bit of an Easter egg hunt, to have a little bit of yoga family fun here. And I'm going to ask everyone to come up and get an egg, and I'll take one that's left over. So go ahead and do that. I've already given everyone a spoon. So everyone has an egg, everyone has a spoon. So we're going to do a little bit of an intentional walk here. Now, if you remember what an intentional walk is, it's when you go slowly and you feel your foot, all parts of your foot as you walk and move through the motion. But we're going to do it today with our egg on a spoon. We're going to go 2 times around the mat. So get your egg on your spoon and off you go. Intentional, deliberate walking. Now we're back to the center of our mat, and inside the egg is a little something. It's a question. So I'm not even sure what question I have. So let's open up our egg, and since I'm here front and center, I'll go first. Mine says, what is your favorite Easter candy? Well, I am a fan of Easter candy, and I am very fond of Reese's peanut butter eggs, the ones that are shaped like eggs. But my very favorite Easter candy that I enjoy would have to be a pecan nougat egg. One about that big. When I was growing up, we'd almost always have one of those in our Easter basket. So what's my favorite Easter candy? Pecan nougat egg. And we'll start with Fred. And once again, you have to take your mask off so we can hear you.
My question is, what is your favorite Easter flower? I would have to say my favorite Easter flower is the tulips, because they always remind me of spring, and they usually come through when the weather starts to warm up. So tulips are my favorite Easter flower.
And a fun fact there for Fred picking tulips, we had the bridesmaids at our wedding, and the flower girl carried tulips. So good answer. I like that answer. All right. Aaron, would you like to come up next?
Forgot all about that.
My question is, what is your favorite yoga pose? And I'm terrible with names of things, so I would say that it's the one. What is that, Dixie?
Oh, pigeon.
Pigeon.
Pigeon, yes.
Pigeon is my favorite.
Good to know. Good to know.
What is your favorite Easter tradition? It was the little grandchildren hunting Easter eggs. Now it's just getting together. So that times have changed.
Once again, thanks to the yoga team for participating and making this a little more fun. Keep your eggs handy because we're going to be using them in our practice today. So before I forget, I wanted to tell you that for the next week, on which we tape this a week ahead of time, we will not be having yoga next week. So the following week, the Thursday after Easter, you will have to watch a rerun or revisit one of the past yoga YouTube videos. So I just wanted to put that out there. We're taking the Good Friday taping session day off. So that being said, we're going to do one more of the warm-up breaths, thinking about that sunrise. And we're going to be thinking a lot about sunrise and doing some sun salutations with our warm-ups today. So once again, breathe in, arms go up. Exhale, arms come down and around. Breathe in, arms go up. Exhale, down and around. Breathing in, arms go up. Exhale, down and around. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. So we're going to start with our sun salutation. For months, I've been watching a YouTube video by a man who goes by the name of Norm. That's really all I know about Norm. But he does a very slow sun salutation program. And it's kind of like the deliberate walk. You take your time and you don't rush it. And we're going to use that as part of our warm-up today. So let's start out in kind of like a mountain pose. Feet are about hip distance apart, standing tall. Feel that your feet are ground into the mat, that you're standing very strong. Bring your hands together in the heart position. And for just now, if it's comfortable for you to close your eyes, just close your eyes gently. Take a breath in and out, and let your chin come to your chest. On your next breath, bring your head back up. And let your hands slowly come on up, as in Tall Mountain. So here we are in Tall Mountain. Let's feel tall all the way down to our heels. Let's give a tall stretch up. Now we're going to take a lean to the right. Hold. Back to center. Tall mountain again. And take a lean to the left. Back to center. Reach up tall again. Make that right arm go a little taller. Make the left arm go a little taller. And now both arms. And bring your fingers together so palms are together. Interlace the fingers. And now with your interlace, turn so your knuckles are towards your head. You're going to do a turn to the right. A return to the center. A return to the left. Back to center. We're going to do it again. Turn to the right. To the center. And to the left. Hands are still up. We reach and push up. We lean back if that's comfortable for us, and let our head go back as well. And just let ourselves go from side to side gently. Don't push or hurry it, just side to side. One more time on each side. And then meeting together in stillness. with one more turn to the right, to the center, and to the left. Now we're going to unlace our fingers, keep them parallel, and very, very, very deliberately and slowly let those arms come down like it was slow motion. And think about how it feels to have your arms down and what sensations you're feeling, if they're tired or if you feel some tingling, or if you can actually kind of feel the blood going from up to down. But very slowly bring them down along a side of your hips. Norm always emphasizes how important it is to think about what you're feeling. I probably don't mention that enough. So we did that all very slowly. So the next thing to do is to very slowly and deliberately, one vertebrae at a time if you're able, to fold forward to a forward fold. And think about how it feels and how you're going down, the space that it gives between your vertebrae. So here we go, very slowly, slow, slow motion. And once again, if you're comfortable closing your eyes, go ahead. When you find yourself in a forward fold, you can do a gentle bend of the knees, so your knees relax. And don't rush it, just let it come. Let your head hang heavy. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Let your neck elongate. And you'll probably find yourself coming closer and closer to the floor. Take a breath in and down. We're going to do some soft circles of the shoulders, very loose. Don't even try to make it happen, just circles around like an egg beater. Do 5 more and then go the opposite direction. And then come to stillness when you feel that you're ready. We're going to take our shoulders and kind of move them from side to side, or that area, shoulder down, the other up, loosening up, and letting our spine twist a little bit here too. We're going to come to stillness. We're going to walk our fingers around to the right side of our foot. And hold there for a breath. And walk our fingers to the other side here. Coming back to stillness. I'm going to take a turn, so I'm facing the right way, but you stay right where you are. And from here, we're going to come forward to downward facing dog. So we're almost there. So you just need to come back here to downward facing dog and let yourself pedal out here and get very comfortable in that. He always emphasizes what a strengthening pose this is, downward facing dog. So from downward facing dog, if you loosened up, get your hips moving here a little bit too. We're going to let our left knee come to the mat. And we're going to bring our right foot up where our hands are. So Left knee is on the floor, right knee is forward. Hands are on the floor, we are looking up, and we're gonna go forward and back here, loosening up our hips and feeling a stretch there. And then from side to side, making it go to the left, to the right, to the left, and to the right. And now we're going to look up and hold this pose. Breathing in and out. Maybe you can imagine yourself watching the sunrise in this pose. One more breath. From here, we're going to tuck that left foot and take the right foot back. And we're going to push up and come to down dog again. So here we are in down dog. And once again, feeling the strength here. So from down dog, we're going to come to kind of like a plank position. Letting ourselves be strong in plank. Then we're going to let our knees come down to the mat. Move them back a little bit. Take a step back with your knees. Then your chest. And then your chin. I don't know if you have your egg ready or not, but next comes Cobra. So we're going to put our egg in front if you have it. If you don't, it's okay. And we're going to just, in this position, just move our hips from side to side. Pretend that we're moving the egg with our nose as we arch our back up. We're going to look to the right, turn our torso to the right. Back to center. To the left. Back to center. And one more time, to the right. To the center. And to the left. Let yourself come back down. Chin on mat. So you got your knees, chest, and chin on the mat. So from here, we're going to do another down dog. So back up we go. To down dog. And this time, our right knee comes to the mat, and the left foot comes forward. And we rock. Head is up, and we're rocking front to back, and left to right. Front to back, and left to right. And looking straight ahead. Once again, imagining a sunrise. And that's what we're going to do, is to take that right foot and we're going to step forward so our right foot is up with our left foot into a forward fold again, just like that. And once again, letting your head hang heavy, arms are heavy. Taking a breath here. Inhaling, lifting up slowly to hands at heart center. Extending those hands up, reaching tall, and then reaching back and letting ourselves stretch back. Our head come to normal position in the center. And as we did before, very slowly lowering our arms. and being aware of how that feels. And then hands to heart center. Good job, everyone. That was a very slow sun salutation warm-up. So good job. I'm going to meet you on the mat. We're going to do some cats and cows, some warriors. One more sun salutation run through, and then Fred has an exceptional special pose that he's going to show us today. So meet me on tabletop on the mat. Tabletop position, fingers are spread wide, knees are hip distance apart. You look back and you don't see your feet. Let you wag your tail a little bit from side to side. And next inhalation, let your belly drop. Gaze looks up for cow pose. Next, exhale. Pull that belly button into your spine and lift it up. And let your belly drop. Cow looks up. Pull that navel into your spine. And let your belly drop again. And another cat. Let yourself come back to the neutral tabletop again. And we're going to come to a seated position on the mat. Feet are out in front of us. And let's take a seated sunrise breath in where we take a breath in, arms go up. And exhale, arms come down around. Inhale, breath goes up. Exhale, down and around. Inhale up. Feet are flexed if you're comfortable with that. Exhale, down and around. Inhale up. Exhale down. Next inhale, arms go up. On the exhale, we're going to bend forward, reaching for those fingertips toward the toes. Exhale and pause and hold. Next breath, arms go up. Exhale, down and around, sunrise. Inhale, arms go up. Pause. Exhale, bend at the waist. Maybe you reach a little further this time. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, down and around. Let's pull that right knee into our chest. Left arm comes around to hold that knee. Right arm comes around, and let's turn and look over that right shoulder. Breathing in deeply and out. Next breath, return to center. And we're going to switch out. Take our left leg up and pull it in. Right arm comes around to hold that knee, and left arm comes around. Gaze looks over the left shoulder as we take a twist and breathe in. One more breath. And you can straighten your feet out again. Another inhalation, arms go up. The sunrise breath, open and exhale. Next inhale, up. Pause, feet are flexed, and let's go forward. Even farther down this time. And let's put the soles of our feet together for the butterfly or cobbler pose. And let those legs stretch here. Check your posture for your back. Make sure your back is doing good. Your posture. Imagine that string from your head to the ceiling. And then letting your feet come back out to that staff pose one more time. Inhale, arm goes up. Exhale, sunrise. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. And then come on around again, let yourself come back from that. We're going to come to our knees again here. And on our knees, we're going to let our toes come together and take a child's pose just for a moment. Hands are out long in front of you. Big toes are together. Let your right hand come to the corner of the mat and take your left hand on top of that and do a nice deep breath into that. And out. One more deep breath here. And out. Coming back to center. A nice deep breath here. Maybe you can really get down into that pose a little deeper now. And down. Left hand comes over to the mat. Right hand comes on top. 2 breaths here. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Coming back to center. And one more breath before we move into our next. And let yourself gently come out of the child's pose. If you need to take a break and take a drink of water, please remember how important the hydration is. Let yourself come back to tabletop and do whatever motions you have to do to